Brand spanking new Minnesota Vikings general manager Kwesi Adofo-Mensah had his introductory press conference, and he said some things. We got some thoughts on the things that he said, so let's dive on in. First off, Kwesi, we've said he's massively overqualified for this job. Stupid football team, right? But win a couple Super Bowls, he's going to become president or something like that. I want Kwesi to narrate books on tape. Like, I want him to narrate Tom Clancy novels. It'd just be good. But Ben Gessling, Start Tribune, go. Adofo-Mensah, talking about the interview process. I really do believe I was meant to be your general manager. It was meant to be. Well, that's good. That's good. We actually have someone who wants to be here, which is kind of nice. Also, he mentioned that his fiance ordered a vintage Vikings hat after the first interview because they knew. They knew. Now, by vintage, do they mean like the 90s block lettering? Because it kind of sucks. It makes me feel old that 90s is vintage. But what can you do? That's a fat ass hat, by the way. It was the one that Patrick Peterson wore in a bunch of interviews. I've been looking for it, but it's like $50, and I can't do it. Like, I'm a hat guy, obviously from these videos, but I mean, $50 is a lot. Next up, Courtney Crone, ESPN. Mark Wolf said that Cam has already been deeply involved in conversations about the head coach. Adofo-Mensah said he's going to dive into this head coaching search and has already had initial conversations about that. Maybe he was the one who told Dan Quinn, you ain't getting the job, because DQ literally just pulled out of all the head coaching interviews yet. So Eberflus got the Bears job, and Dan Quinn was up for the Bears job. He didn't get the Broncos job. It's kind of surprising because everyone and their mom thought that Dan Quinn was going to be the dude. He was going to be the cat's ass and get the next head coaching job. Didn't. So he's staying with the Cowboys, and Zimmer's just like, F. That was my job, man. But Ben Gessling, Adofo-Mensah on coaching search. We want leadership. We want somebody who's going to value the collective over the individual. Said Vikings will meet later today to talk more about coaching candidates. Over the individual, huh? So is that a shot at Zimmer? Probably not. But yeah, collective, team first, everything, blah, blah, blah. And I want a roster full of guys like that. I want the coach to be like that. I want the GM to be like that, because towards the end of the Zimmer Spielman regime, it was every man for themselves, and it was very obvious in retrospect. Next up, Courtney Cronin. Adofo-Mensah gets emotional talking about his mother, who is in attendance at TCO Performance Center. She forgot the bar and grill, and a piece of advice she gave him early on. When some things go on in life, all I can do is work. When some things go on in life, all I can do is work. I like it. I respect it. That's what he says he relies on now. When he sees problems, he thinks of his mom, rolls up his sleeves, and gets to work. Says that when he's problem solving, that's when he feels most comfortable. And I like that, because I feel like a lot of the time people plateau. Like, they get a little bit of success and they think that they just reinvented the light bulb, where, hey, maybe you luckboxed your way into a 10-win season, and then all of a sudden you think that you're the brand new Paul Brown or Bill Walsh. Yeah, that's not it. What I respect about Adofo-Mensah is that he's insanely curious. Like, he's innately curious and highly intellectual, so he'll keep attacking problems. He'll keep finding better, more efficient ways to do things. That's the economics degree in him. Fellow econ mate. Well, he went to Princeton and got a master's in economics from Stanford. I went to Winona State, which, we are not the same. Sorry, I'm up here. Kwesi, but I like that. Plus, since the boss is having that attitude, it's going to trickle down. It's going to go down to the coaching staff, going to go down to the players. It's going to go down to the talent evaluators. It's going to go down to the scouts. It's going to go down to team facilities people. Everyone will always be working to get better, as opposed to, like, you've seen this in sports organizations as well as I'm sure in the real world, your job, where if the leader is pretty lazy, sort of complacent, resting on their laurels, if they had a little bit of success, that trickles down. And also the people still pulling an oar, they get a little bit disenchanted about things and sort of mentally check out. So then you have your hardest workers sort of looking for their next gig, and everyone else is just coasting because that's what the boss is doing. But yeah, you're not going to have that under Kwesi. Then lastly, Will Rag at Sports Illustrated. Go. Kwesi Adofo-Mensah says that he's going to start calling players today as he seeks to learn about the culture of the organization, asking about what makes them proud to be a Viking and what they want to see built going forward. So I think it's important. Getting Eric Kendricks on board, getting Harrison Smith on there, getting Adam Thielen. Maybe he's going to call up Kirk and tell him, hey, Kirk, these are some of the best restaurants in Cleveland. And also, here's the best suburbs in Cleveland. Click. That should be the conversation. But getting Dalvin, and especially Jefferson, on board. Getting Brian the real deal O'Neal on there. Maybe he'll say hi to O'Neal in the hallway. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's really smart because you start with the leaders. Get them on board. The rest of the roster will fall in line. And then Thomason asked whether he'll have control over the of the 53-man rooster like Spielman. Wouldn't answer directly. A coach that I would work with, I would work for. So yeah, that's a very good politician non-answer. Like Spielman will be proud of that one. But I do think that whoever Kwesi brings in as a head coach, whether it's D'Amico Ryans, Raheem Morris, Kevin O'Connell, Harbaugh, I do think that it will be a collaboration, but ultimately, I have the sneaky suspicion that Adofo-Mensah was able to leverage just complete control, like more control that they're probably going to offer him or Poles if it was both of them as finalists. So, yeah, I'm all for it, man. Like, don't care. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. Let's get a head coach. Let's go win a couple Super Bowls, and then Kwesi will become president or CEO of the company that cures cancer or something like that. Let's go, man. Love it. But your thoughts are thoughts. Reaction to Kwesi Adofo-Mensah's introductory press conference. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.